I did want to do around the installations, but because it was so laggy, we couldn't really sort of get a feel for it. Something that I've spoken about a fair amount throughout the previous sessions is the need to use reverse thrust quite a lot when you want to bring your speed down, when you need to vector. But the other option as well is to sort of use your nose to sort of point you where you want to go, and let me go into...
It's like the old flip and burn experience.
Yeah, to a certain extent, but not the sort of full way. So, Lila says, find that flying perma FAOff keeps the game interesting during otherwise mundane activities in game. Yeah, I fully agree. So let's see if I can find a good spot to sort of demonstrate this. When you're changing your vector in Flight Assist Off, if you want to keep your nose pointing on a target, let's use Tado as an example. Hopefully my on-screen keyboard's still working fine. Then you can see that I'm using my thrusters in different directions, sort of follow Tado around as he goes.
I'm trying to keep my turns tight by thrusting in reverse.
Yeah, when he corners, and I use my reverse thrust to slow myself down at the same time using my directional thrust to sort of push me in the direction I need to be going. But what you can do in Flight Assist Off when you're going at higher speed, I'm trying to think of a way that I can actually sort of force myself to do it. It's usually something I do more naturally. Say I'm going this way, and I need to be going into there, I can point my nose further than where I want to be going. So if you're in assisted flight, then you point your nose where you want to go, and then the flight computer will adjust your vector to match your facing. But what I can do in Flight Assist Off is use my nose to push my vector where I need it to be. So I don't need to put my nose where I want to go, I can put it further than that. Let's see if I can explain it another way as well. Let's go away from the air comment and see if I can get system. Okay, that'll do. So if you look at the stardust on screen, that shows what my vector is. You can see that the focal point where my nose is pointing at the moment, that shows where I'm physically going. If I move my ship around, you'll see that regardless of where my facing is, that's still my vector. If I want to go to a fixed point, so if I look at this system over here, if I just accelerate towards it, you'll see that I'm not really changing my vector very much at all. I'm already at my capped speed limit, so it's very, very slowly changing my direction. If I use my directional thrust, then it goes a bit faster, but it could be faster still. If I use reverse thrust at the same time, then you'll see that my change in vector is really fast. And when I bring my speed down, I can then accelerate back out, and I can go forward in that direction. And then to demonstrate what I wanted to talk about, if I face my nose like this, and I'm sort of crossways, almost perpendicular to my vector, I can then use forward thrust like that, and you can see how quickly that's changing my vector as well. So this is not the most sort of dynamic way of demonstrating it, but it's something that I use especially on the DBX when I'm coming into dock at the Coriolis station, for example. If I don't want to slow down, if I don't want to bring my speed down as a way of getting control of my vector, but I actually want to keep my speed up because I can, basically, then what I'll use is my nose, and I'll use my forward thrust to push my vector around like that. I'm trying to think of, I'm not really sure of a great way to do a drill for it, short of just coming in at any odd angle into a Coriolis or another station, and using that as a way to come in.